Welcome back to part number 5 of my Imperator playthrough. We are we're deep in Iberia. We're going to continue in Iberia. We have a lot of mercs on hand, as you'll note here. I am going to look to close out this war. In fact, we'll declare war on this small tribe, unaffiliated tribe, immediately. And carry on. What happened there? Okay, so we have lost our Senate support because I did not support one of the factions in one of their efforts. So just wait. What do we need to get going? I think we need to start the integration of this client state. It'll be done 535. And that leaves us the question of our Senate approval. I also note that these provenances are below 50 and falling, but our friend here is still above the threshold where we could inspire disloyalty and then entice him. It has to be less than 40. Although his high faction approval theoretically puts this down at 59, which minus 20 for inspired disloyalty puts him at 39 after that. At which point we could entice both of these away. I'm going to watch this and just sort of carry on here. I'm going to keep the mercs on and then see what happens with our Senate approval. Well, since we have the governor... we don't have that quite as yet, I see. I hate waiting with all these mercs. I could be banking so much more money, but, well... There it is, he lost his bonus. Loyalty 59.8. So if I were to make friends with this guy, his loyalty would perhaps dip. Well, inspired disloyalty will push that down to 39, which is below 40, which is actionable. We're going to go for, we have moderate, will not do that. We have moderate, will not do that, but we can certainly afford that. That's our guy. That's the same guy there as well. So we're going to carry on here. Let's see. We'll give him. We'll give him a tiger, surely. So let's see the same guy. Is he still there? It looks like he is still indeed the governor of Magna Graecia. It's the same guy. Lehigh Arsnaz. So, if we make a moderate amount, theoretically we could go for small. So we made a moderate, a large, and could go for small for 25. Let's do it. Boom. So we are now friends with this guy. He is still the governor of Magna Graecia. So if we click there, we can't entice him. But we can, though. And will. Boom. Those are less levies, etc. that we need to deal with. That the Roman can call up. And a more... this is a considerable war score, actually, that we just took out of him for what would be 20 or some odd. AE, as well as we didn't have to deal with it, the combat. So we've enticed this, that, Apulia, and now these two. Looks as though we've increased our Roman pop count to 65. Sort of curious here. Yeah, we're essentially at max here. We need 468 pops now. Let's see if we sort by pops. We have the Roman has 499. So I bet most of them are here in the Legacy Italic region. I don't feel uncomfortable warring with him right now. I think we would win. It would be sort of challenging to get him to comply. There's a lot of distal aspects here that need to get dealt with. But we have this large stack here. I could hire. Oh boy. It looks as though he was a 5 and his... He used that same... Anyway, he's a 1 now. So, but it's fodder for assaults and such. I don't see how he has all that many legions, really, or levies to call up, because there's Italia, yeah, that's brutal. But half of his punch is really Magna Graecia, at least over the longer haul, and it's gone. It belongs to us. It's not like we're able to call up any meaningful manpower or whatnot, or levy count, so far as I can tell. Now we're still at about the minimum value, but he won't be able to do it. That's the point there. I think we could war with him fairly easily, but it would be a little more challenging than I want to do right now. I think there's a lot of really easy stuff that can get done up here, and we can take these provinces. I think I'll take this for ourselves and trigger allies, Massilia. We'll probably take Massilia for ourselves as well and get up in this area. I think I have a claim here as well, or at least I'm working on one here, right? It'll hit at some point, allowing me to trigger this lot that I can give to our client state here. I have some claims going up here as well that we can transfer to Baal Safan, and then keep us busy in the near term without creating too much hassle or stretching our resources, etc. I just deleted a few barracks. I'm going to get rid of these tribal settlements as well, raise some money. I'm ready to declare this small war here, take some tyranny, no problem. I'm also going to move these units out toward our would-be front here, open up here. And that's all she wrote. 1 month later. Let's go again. This claim hit that I was talking about just a moment ago. There's quite a few up there, and no problem. The opening stages of the war are looking good. It should be a slaughter. It will be. We have a lot of mercs and force count and such on the field here. We'll take this influential family, a provincial loyalty bonus. I think I'm going to take this territory here for ourselves, and then and give the rest of the territories to Iloanon. It's 108 war score to peace out altogether, so we'll separate peace here and give this to our vassal. And then peace out with the rest of this lot. There's that strange coastal bug again. I should be able to annex this stuff because it's a port, but this all goes to the vassal, but I want to take this province for myself. I'm going to fix the bug. So we should take only this province here, and we'll take the rest. We'll take about, what is it, 8 or so AE, and the rest goes to our vassal. Looks like with our wildly loyal governor here of 90 loyalty, the province is just ticking up by 0.01. It's also fairly, if I remember correctly, food positive, a couple of fish. So we're gonna get over here and reorganize the armies, and then carry on over here with more conquests for our vassals. Well, as it turns out, I don't have a claim on this tribe here. I suppose I could try to gain some access. Why not do it? But we're going to go around here and reorganize in our territories here. I also note that the Roman here has placed a less than loyal governor here, 54. He can certainly be inspired and coerced to, or enticed to leave. The problem is the province itself is reasonably loyal, although it is down-ticking. So if that gets to less than 50, we could take him for 20 AE as well. It's probably a fair clip of war score in there with all these cities and population and whatnot. Could be worth the 20, and plus we won't have to hassle with it, and he won't have the legions or levies or whatnot. We won't have to siege the forts, etc. Looks like he's Brucia, Cotinia, and Scordicia right here. He's looking to increase his holdings up there. I say more power to him. Well, we essentially have nowhere to spend our military experience. We're not going to use any light cav. Any further down is just more of the same rubbish with this light cav. We don't need trouble with it. So, and we can't take this because it's an italic group. Then we don't have enough pops, which means we can't get here because we haven't gone here, which leaves us here or here, as we are loaded beyond belief and don't need any help with our navy. We're going here for a 10% mercenary maintenance, which actually we have quite a few of them on, so it could be useful. Who knows? Let's see. 106 goes to 3 or 4. You'll note the coffers of our national treasury have also been rising while we've been warring, as our army costs us a total of 38.52, and our mercenaries are relatively inexpensive when compared to our total from the commerce mostly, but we make a fair bit in tax. So we haven't conquered any territories proper to ourselves, where we've had a lot of cities. What can be done here has been essentially, except it hasn't, but it's good enough, really. It's mostly done, and I haven't been investing for a reason. Like, for instance, if we take this city, I'll get to the reason shortly. It's built up. The city is built up. The city has not been built up because I just took it over and the province is disloyal. The city has been completely built up, etc. This city completely built up relative to happiness, culture, and religion. So, and I haven't messed with our new provinces here that we just took from the Roman. The rationale behind that is, if this had been ours, we would have had to consolidate or build some kind of barracks for loyalty, or build some cities, create buildings in those cities. It all would have cost money and PI. So by using our vassals, we not only take no aggressive expansion, but we're able to bank essentially all the money that we take in. And let's check the price. I'm going to go for level tier 3 wonder. I was going to go tier 2, but we sort of have waited. We missed the window for tier 2. I want to go right to 3 and get the government traditions of a 0.07 provincial tick going, so that we get to level 3. And then level 4, right about the time these guys integrate. Because you'll note this is a city, of course. There's not a thing here, nothing. So we're going to need to keep these things loyal somehow, and that government traditions is going to be how. Looks like I need to save 10,000. That'll take some tyranny and some PI. We just hit 2 advances and none too soon, really. Let's go ahead here and take the Civil War threshold bit. We need to juice our research rate. This will do it. We'll also get some taxes and such on the way there. Should help greatly. Sort of. I'm in no rush to get to the 200% per se. I suppose we could get a bit of tax, but I'll just wait. I was thinking on the merits of getting to sapping, or maybe a forced march here. It's a ways down. Let's get these wars rolling. I think I have a claim here that will trigger these 2 here, so these 2 here, and then this. 3 tyranny, what of it. I'm going to assault this fort. I'll give you a summary. It's going to be a slaughter. It already is. And there it is. We should... What is that? We should take no AE if I transfer this to our client state. Other than it's in our province, so we'll go ahead and take it for 1.2 AE. Should jump to about 20 some odd. Good for us. Well, for what it's worth, really, there's not a lot left through here. We have a lot of mercs. We don't really need them for this effort. It's sort of a mop-up detail at this point. We're at 38 Senate support. We have all these mercs running around. I am going to disband the chariot Iberian mercs and let them go back where they came from, and then bring the heavy infantry Roman mercs and place them on one of these islands here, so we can recruit them, and the Roman won't. We're making money hand over fist now, and I'm going to be able to build that wonder quite shortly. The annexation times here are 532 and 539, so we'll have the wonder online long before we need it for loyalty issues, etc. I've transported those mercs back to this island here, where they will theoretically refresh their numbers, etc. Some serious martial ability there. So good to have them in reserve, perhaps. Maybe we'll move the fleet over to Carthago and wait. I'm certain we have enough for that wonder. I'm going to get it built right now. So there it is. Cost 10,000. Tax, commerce, government traditions, 0.7 loyalty tick, corruption, etc. You can probably give the governors free hands as well and increase their loyalty by not only 6 but another 20 for the free hands, because we'll have 10 for our republic, 5 for our deity, and another 7 here for corruption. And then honored nobles, output and happiness. That should put our research rate back in order. Looks like it'll take 2,300 days or 700 days or thereabouts. Boom. So 519, about 7 years out. I put the game down for a little while, stood all the mercs down, as you know, moved my fleet back to Carthago. We have these mercs here stashed there. They're recovering. I'm building out to the fleet. I have this patron god available. I could take some money. We really have plenty of it already. We can get national population growth, which is quite a bit. I don't know where exactly to keep them, but I can build aqueducts with all my money, at least in theory, sort of. So I'm going to take the morale of armies, and we'll take the pop growth as well. There's going to be plenty of it. This guy, the one man, must have died again or something, and Philoseer is a 6. It makes me a little bit more enticed or thinking toward rolling the Roman. I think we can do it. We have 4 mercs we can have. There are some about right here. It's a 12-man here. There's another 12-man here, 9931. And there's another, I think 16. 14, 13, 13, 5, 1 here. That going with our large stack here. And our levy. It's fairly large there as well. Have a decent one in Italia as well, oddly enough. Numidia as well, I suppose. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to hire these mercs. The problem is, how much will you cost? 43, 49. I'm going to build up a bankroll so I can steal the enemy's mercs. I'm in no rush. I'll be back. Well, it's a 0 or 0, so we'll take 0. We have 2 advances in the bank. I think sapping is surely in order. We don't have any siege engineers, though. Well, they want us to spend 80 PI on some madness in Sardinia, Australia. We'll not do it. We'll not do it. Not worry either. I'll take the 54 PI. We have a sufficient bankroll. I'm going to hire those mercs and get on with the business of conquering Rome. I have this fat stack here eating the food in Sicily. He eats more than it produces, but not by much. So that should work out adequately. The morales are coming up. I'm going to hire, I'll call up a merc from Numidia here. Or not a merc, a levy. Get him on board. And call up a levy here as well. And here as well. And bounce between these various areas and pick them up. I'm feeling pretty good about my force count here. I think I'm just going to sail right up to his home territory, Latium, and assault Rome, and get on with it. It has a level 1 fort. There it is. You could make some more intricate plans and such regarding various things, but it being Rome, he'll probably just try to drop the hammer on us. We're going to drop a bigger one on him. Boom. So far, so good. We've landed. I'm going to catch this Regium guy out as well and assault it, and then reorganize on our way up here. Looks as though he dropped 40k here of his Italic Legion. Unfortunately, he's not well commanded and outnumbered by about 3 to 1 on the farmland. Here it is. We'll watch the whole battle. He's putting up a decent fight, really. We stack wipe that guy in the region there. I'm going to assault it, as I mentioned. Here's a battle of Rome. Region fell. It's nearly a sure thing. It's over for him. Let's assault the fort. Boom. And we'll get on our day. Let's see, we can disperse perhaps. Essentially, I think that's his entire Italic Legion there, so we can... Uh-oh. It doesn't look like he has any forts about here, and his legion here is in shattered retreat. So I'm going to send some smaller mercs up this way, and then maybe follow him down with larger merc stacks, etc. I'm going to send this large merc stack down in this direction. Looks as though the conscripti of Magna Graecia is still fairly fearsome. 13,000 strong, but only 1 marshal. Even though we're not feeling particularly well with morale, it says we're going to beat this guy. We'll see if it happens or not. I should probably wait, but I'm feeling aggressive. It would seem as though we're not going to catch this guy irrespective, and I'm happy enough just to go and take this provincial capital. And we're going to catch this guy out for a second attack. We are marching up here, reorganizing. Looks like we're going to catch this merc out here. And we'll catch the tail out. This guy is... another victory there, good for us. I'm going to bring the fleet around this way to Urium, sort of roost there. In a perfect world, I want to take some of Italia, maybe the rest of Magna Graecia, and perhaps one territory, say, I think, say here, that way will be adjacent to this. Okay, so this governor is enticeable at present. As to whether it stays that way or not, we don't know. But this province is enticeable. This one's working on it. This one is working on it as well. And this one's working on it too. So if I take this, I can entice all of these away from him as well. 4 provinces with 1 Entice Governor. So I think I'm going to give that a shot and see what happens. Change in plans. I'm going to send this... I was going to have him go and reorganize here. I need to assault this fort and then reorganize. These guys are, well, I have to deal with them. The fleet here, I'm going to pick this reorganizing unit up and go and deal with a proper legio here that's on its way down this way. I just bought out that shattered mercenary. We'll see where he's going right here where we are. Hopefully this guy will go up there as well. We're going to reinforce that effort. There's a conscripti on the prowl here. Well, we assaulted this fort away. We're not really feeling well, so we're going to go reorganize here. This all looks to be coming together reasonably well. We're going to lose this and whatever. This guy, I'm sure he's going to head here or maybe to Rome. If he goes to Rome, we can maybe catch him. His proper legion marched right by this area. He's... in the process of sieging that fort that I just built. I loaded up on the fleet there. We're going to go and see about dispatching this legion here with this merc. And the levy of Italia is going to meet this army here that's been waiting for him. There's the Roman fleet, 109, 24, 15 marshal. We'll probably win. It'll be ugly though. There's the Italic legion or levy. Not looking good for him. And it's over. 3 to 1, it cost them 14,000. It's not like we have a lot of manpower or anything. I mean, it's a lot, but I wonder if Rome is sort of taxed on manpower with the bloodbath, or 2 or 3 that he's taken. I mean, it's only 5:15. How many of these smackdowns can he take? We've got a 1-man here. I'm gonna wait for 100% morale, and then I think we'll attack this guy. Let's see if we can engage him. Go down here. Let's see about dispatching this. This is Alpine Gaul. Levy. 100% morale. Let's take this off reorg and move it out. 3 days we encounter here. Let's see. It's ugly for him. Gonna load up on the fleet here and head up towards that Providence I've been thinking on here. It's a loss. Whoever that was, he packs a wallop. Who was that? Legio Italia. Looks as though we're gonna defeat this fellow here. Another bloodbath for him, about 2 to 1 or thereabouts. I think maybe we'll divert and head here instead. So looking good. We should be able to close this down fairly readily. What this was low. Well, we're going to carry on. I think this shattered army is headed here to Campania, and we'll just wait there for him. We should. I see. We're going to try to catch you out. We'll go there, and I diverted this back over here as per the original plan. I want to take this and then perhaps Entice Governor there at some point in the future. It looks like we got this guy. Green light, 2.5 to 1. There's that battle there. Let's see. It's over for him. Both of these armies are going to be crushed. We're taking our Providence here. This guy's headed there. It's a good merc, right? 12. Yeah. We took that Providence here. Let's wander down the coast in this direction. Well, it will take Ravenna. It's a fairly meaningful battle here. There's not a lot of forces about. Essentially, the entire northern central flank is going to be decided right here. Apparently, he was laying in wait there. There were more than met the eye there. I see. Uh-oh. Well, what to do? Need to get here. Let's redeploy you here. I had to redeploy this army up here in order to take this Providence prop. Actually, there are 2 forts. No problem, we can wait. Actually, it would seem we're giving out a pretty good beating for this guy. Uh-oh. Reinforce over. The shattered army is going to run into our group here. There's a couple more shattered armies here. We got 6,000 more of his manpower. Another 2,500. We dropped one of these sieges here. We're going to mosey or march over here to see if we can get the other. We caught this joker out. We should take him. Our large army has reached the fleet here. We can probably engage with this guy. He's probably headed to Rome. We have you. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure he's going right here to this. Yeah, that's where he's going. Let's get on board. See if we can stop that. We ran right into the Roman fleet here. We caught this guy out as well. We look to be winning a victory against the fleets, at least in theory here. But we lost that Providence, unfortunately. We lost more ships than they did, and we don't care really. Let's go right here. We'll just build more. We took a loss here. Well, oh dear, we got a fallen eagle. Let's see what happens. We get civ level, civ change, local tax. It was this guy that did it to him. Oh dear, it's too bad for him really. Let's see, we can go up here. Or up here is even better yet. We'll try to catch this guy out. Swap these, well, let's go here and assault that. Looks like we've caught what's left of the Conscripti Italia here. We're not really feeling particularly well ourselves, but I think we're feeling better than him relative to original force count and leadership. I don't know what the story with this Carthalo fellow is. He's fairly far down the line relative to great family heads. So we'll take the 50 PI and lose 5 stability. Sounds good. Yeah, we're going to win this battle here, surely. Why not take some stability? Sure. Let's see. We just assaulted that. Let's get on. Actually, let's not. Let's send the fat stack over here. We'll send this guy on the fleet to take the provincial capital and then maybe try to close the war out. See how agreeable he is at present. Not very, not very. Game, set, match. We got his merc now. Let's head down here. We've taken this province here. We're gonna see if we can dispatch this, and I think he'll probably be more agreeable than he had previously. There's all kinds of mop-up minor combats that are not really all that minor, but we seem to be winning most of them with our beleaguered force count versus his beleaguered force count. We caught another army out here. I'm going to see if he's willing to peace out. We have 91. It's low. We'll see what happens. It's like we could take Regium from him as a client state. This area that we're interested in, as well as his capital, and these Magna Graecia, and another Italic. It should get us some Roman pops. 31 aggressive expansion. I'm happy enough. I could change to a... Let's see what we have. 4,000. We're happy. I think we'll go with happy because we want to keep as many Romans as possible for our traditions that we're after. Let's see how many. It must be 500 now. It is 500. Let's see how many we have. We have 400. So that's good for us. I think one more war or maybe some enticement here. Let's see if we can come up with a number of pops here. There he is. He has 230 Romans left, so we should be able to acquire his traditions shortly. I've rebuilt our destroyed navy. They're consolidating here, and I'll figure that out. I'm going to stand down the levies, stand down most of the mercs, and get back to Africa and mull about and burn down aggressive expansion. Let's take a quick look right now. So this is Illyria, and his governor of Illyria is not particularly loyal. So if we look at this province, that's enticeable, not enticeable, not enticeable, not, but on its way. Holy moly, rarely do I get such a... I think this is, what, 30 mil experience from just fighting. Okay, that's going to put us over the top, so I need to pick a tradition. As we're doing well with our ships, this is it, whatever it is. Mercenary maintenance 5%, and a character before us. These mercenaries have seen some serious action right here. Let's see about you. It's not going well. Let's see here. And this fellow. He's beaten down as well. 13 should be 26 anyway. Or 7.5. How about you? I'm going to keep this guy on and get him on board the fleet. This is our main man from Carthago. I'm going to reorganize him. Get him up to full strength just in case we need him for whatever. I could build a bunch of theaters here. There's probably quite a few that could be built. I could also build some temples, but I'm going to save for another wonder, as I have a lot of PI. There's a conquering traditions, I have a couple others, a sapping, etc. At some point we should get the Marian reforms, which will allow us to draw up cohorts or legions anywhere we please. Looks like there's a revolt here in Baal Safan. It's an opportunity for us to do some annexation. We can hire a couple of mercs here. Get them up to speed, send them over, and annex that region to ourselves. And take care of that business in between episodes. There's nothing to it. He has just a nuisance force here. We'll assault that and get done. I'm calling up another merc here. There's a barb on the rampage here. Take him out as well. Nothing to that either. This guy is replenishing his numbers. When he's done, I'll disband him, send him back to Carthage. That should about do it for the episode. Let's take a look at what we're looking at here for Canaanite. It's it's spreading. Our culture is generally coastal and some in through here. We have what was it? 400 Roman pumps. We need more. We need 500 to be able to take their traditions. At which point we will be able to farm some, I believe, innovations. 3 here and 3 here as well. With that having been said, I hope to see you in the next episode.